Hello, how are you guys doing today? I just went and voted. It says I voted, did you? The place where I have to vote is the fire station. And I remember when I was a kid and my mom would always talk about how like the voting took forever. And she'd always be like, oh, the voting lines are gonna be so long. Are the voting like polls where you guys are like really long? I literally walked in, signed my name, voted, and I was done. I mean, I was literally in and out, and I don't need however long it took me to vote. So now I'm going to get coffee, and then I have to go pick up my medication. My epilepsy medication, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna trim this shaggy beard up, and if I had more time today I would go and clean out the inside of this car and the windows and everything, but it is 2:30 right now and I have to get all this stuff done so that I can pick up Tanya for the meeting tonight. So I am going to go and do a couple errands, and then I'm gonna go home, trim my beard, take a shower, film some videos. I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm back. And I had a good night last night. I actually got home. It's funny because I know I said last night, God, I don't even feel like a nap, and I ended up taking a nap. Slept till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then got up and just didn't really do a whole lot of anything, and didn't go to the gym last night. And I was like, okay, so I made pasta last night, and I was like, I'm gonna start everything fresh and new today. So tonight, after my meeting, I'm gonna go to the gym, and at some point today, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of healthy food, healthy meals, lots of veggies, lots of fruit, stuff like that. So I am really excited to start this. I forgot to show you guys yesterday because I signed up for this gym membership. I got this free t-shirt. Oh my God. It's huge. He goes, what size do you want? And I said extra large. He goes, our extra larges are they're really big. And I said, okay, well, so am I. So.
Hey, welcome to Starbucks. My name's Brooke. What I make them for you today?
Can I get a venti iced coffee with 2 equal, please?
Of course. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Give me $3.43.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
She's so sweet. It's 56 degrees today. I actually don't feel like I really need this, I don't feel like I need this coat on. It's a little toasty. Anyway. So that's my day. Gonna get working out. Boom, 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 boom. I'm excited to get going again. I feel motivated today. I have like a list of the videos that I want to make today, but I may not get to all of them because of my meeting. I'm gonna try to though. My goal is to be back at the house by 3:30, showered and ready to start filming by 4, and then I'll have from 4 till about 7 to film the videos and get them up, which I should be able to do. That shouldn't be a problem. The review video that I wanted to do today, which I'm gonna keep a secret, I'm gonna go to the place where you buy this thing at, and I'm gonna review it right in front of the store. Won't that be funny? It's really not that big of a deal. And you guys find out what it is. Hold on a second. Oh, shoot. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you. Two equal iced coffee and
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
I think I would like to go to, I'm gonna become the Starbucks expert on YouTube. That's what I'm gonna become. I would like to go to the Starbucks, what do you call it? Main headquarters. Do they even have that? Like you can go and see the factory? I think that would be cool. The thing is, I also like local coffee shops. But honestly, if I go to local coffee shops, I go for just like hot coffee. Most local coffee shops that I go to, they don't really do a very good iced coffee. I don't know why. I don't know if it has something to do with, you know, if this is pre-made or if they just mix this up in the morning or whatever. But for some reason, it's not as good at local places. So if I go to like a local coffee shop, which I love local coffee shops and I highly support them. I highly support any local businesses and I think we all should. Then I'll get usually just like a regular hot coffee. There's this place in Broad Ripple by my office and it's called the Monn Coffee Shop and I love this place. And they have this one coffee, why can't I think of what it's called now? Oh my God, it is so good. It might be one of my favorite coffees in the whole world. I'll go in there and buy some ground coffee and get I'll go in there and get some ground coffee and then get a cup of coffee and I'll show you guys. The place is adorable. It's so cute. People are sitting in there working their computers or reading and there's like big plush chairs. It kind of looks like thrift store furniture when you walk in. It's adorable. There's like artwork all over the walls. I love little coffee places like that. What is rattling over here? When I was growing up and I would go with my dad to Saugatuck, Michigan, there used to be a coffee shop up there and it's called this, I think it was called the Stone Mug, and it had like books and all these kinds of teas and mugs and stuff. And actually the mug that I have two of them. I didn't know I had two of them because I had one in my office and I just recently brought that home. It had pins in it in my office. And then my mom had one, but they're blue and they have sailboats on them, and it's actually the mug. I used the mug, like I referenced it in the book that I wrote because it was one of my mom's favorite books, or favorite mugs. And so, like in the book, the two twin boys gave their mom this coffee mug as like a birthday present or a Mother's Day present or something, I can't remember, but yeah, it's that actual mug. I love that mug. I love that mug. Some of these bugs got some of these bugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. I never get those words right. I never know what they are. Oh my God, I posted the vlog so early tonight. Okay, so I watched the vlog back late last night. Like, I had it uploaded and ready to go by like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock last night. And, or whenever I finished it, it was like ready to go an hour later. Like on YouTube, ready to go. Like I could have posted it last night. And so, I got up today and I was like, I don't want to post it at noon. Like, that's way too early, right? So I waited and I waited and I waited. And I think I posted it about 2 o'clock. It's 2:45 now. I posted it about 2 o'clock. And, like, the first couple of people were like, I love an early vlog. I love an early vlog. I can't always do that. But when I can, I will try to do an earlier vlog for you guys. So, anyway. Feeling good today. Feeling motivated. My meditations were really good this morning. Somebody asked me, I don't know if they watch this channel or not, but because I got, I can't remember, it might have been an email, but somebody asked, and I thought it was a good question. Somebody asked me if I thought, like, The Language of Letting Go was a good meditation book for anybody, even if you're not in recovery. And yes, I do think it is. Often in the book, when she's referring to recovery, what she's talking about is recovery from codependency. She's not just always talking about recovery. And so I think that it's a book that can be used for anybody. Melody Beatty has, like, if you go to her website or if you just look up Melody Beatty books, she has a lot of books that are like about other things in codependency. She has one called 52 Weeks of conscious consciousness, which is about if you have a higher power or a spiritual belief in your life, then it's a kind of a way for you to get connected. I actually only got like halfway through the book. It's not daily meditations, but it's like weekly chapters, and each week you discuss something in there for 52 weeks. And then she has the language of letting go. And then she has whatever it is from the heart. I can never remember what that's called. Something from the heart. She has several books. She has one that's like 40 Days and 40 Nights of Miracles and stuff. I can't remember what that one's called. There's Magic by Rhonda Byrne, but then she also has one too, and I can't remember what it's called. She has a lot of books. But then if you're looking for just a meditation book, you know, there's like Living Juicy by Sark. Which is, or Juicy Morsels, I think it's called, which is fantastic. Sark, S-A-R-K. I love the Book of Positive Quotations by Linda Picone. And if I remember, I'll put some of these down below. That's one of my favorites. And you can literally, I think, get that at Meijer or Walmart. I've seen it there before. And it's probably $10, you know? 10, 12 bucks. And it's really the cover's nice. It's like padded, like wood. I don't know, padded wood. It's like padded, you know, like it's like a hardback cover, but it's like padded a little bit. It's nice. And that has nothing to do with recovery. And then I'm trying to think of what other ones. If you have like a used bookstore that you could go to, or even just like a Borders, and you go to their spiritual section, or ask somebody like, do you know where your meditation books are, like recovery meditation books? They all kind of look the same. They're all about this big. Like the other day I went to Half Price Books, and I was looking through it's usually like in self-help sections. I was going through their self-help sections, and the ones that like, they just stand out to me sometimes. I'm actually looking for some new ones, so if somebody has new ones that they would suggest, please let me know in the comment section below. There's Half Price Books right there. It's a little warm today, but this is kind of what you'd expect like November to be like in Indiana. Like all the leaves are falling off the trees now. It was like we had a burst of color for like 2 or 3 days of like yellow and orange, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And now it's kind of like falling away. Oh my God, look at all these mums up here. What's the deal there? It's in the corner of this apartment complex. Like 30 mums, all different colors. It's beautiful. But now it's kind of like what you would expect it to be, you know, in Indiana in November. Although the temperature is warm. I mean, it's not cold outside. So. Say they like hate doing chores and running errands. Like I love running errands. I love it. I love just like looking at stuff and oh, I know it's corny, but whatever. All these places are empty today. The whole thing from TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Shoe Carnival, Five Below, Dollar Tree, all of that over there is empty. There's not a whole lot going on over there. Tanya leaves to go on vacation for a couple days. She's either leaving tomorrow or Thursday. They haven't decided yet. And they're going to Georgia. The Outer Banks of Georgia. Is that what it's called? And she's really excited. She's going to see her son and his girlfriend. They're coming up for a little bit. And some other family. So she's excited about that. So Tanya has like jet skis here, and she's giving her jet skis to Nick and his girlfriend. Because they live in Florida now. So he wants these jet skis so that he can use them. So they're taking them to him like, I guess this is like the halfway mark or something. I don't know. I've heard like the Outer Banks is beautiful. Okay, so I finished the first episode of, I guess I was like, had like 10 minutes left or something. I finished the first episode and started the second episode. I don't know how long, 15 minutes into it, of the The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I like it. It's cute. I mean, I don't think it's the greatest show in the entire world, but like I'm very taken with, I like things that make me think, like documentaries, dramas, things like that. Things that make me escape and think. So, does it do that? Not necessarily. Do I like it better than the original Sabrina the Teen Witch? Yeah, absolutely. With Melissa Joan Hart, was that her name? Is it keeping me distracted? Alex is really excited. We talked about it last night. He's like, oh my God, that's my next show that I'm gonna start. I'm so excited about it. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I've heard such great things about it. I was like, okay. I was like, and then last night I was like looking through the documentaries. I was like, please be something new. And there's some documentary about some woman struggling. It's told through diary entries. I don't know anything about it other than this. I don't even know what it's called. About a homeless woman, and it said she like struggles with like starvation, sanity, and like God or something like that. It sounded really good, and I almost watched that last night, but I wasn't wanting to sit there for like another hour and a half. I just wanted to watch something while I was eating a little bit of a late night snack, which I've got to stop that now that I'm into health mode, the health mode. I'm proud to be an American. They always play that song at beauty pageants. I don't know why, I just remember that, okay? But when you go to beauty pageants, they always play that song. Like somewhere in the song, somewhere in like the weekend, they play that. All right, well listen, I'm gonna get off here. I can't believe I've vlogged for 17 minutes so far. I'm gonna get off here and run in and get my medicine and do a couple other things, and then I'll be back a little bit later. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? It's been a while. I came home from running errands, and I took a shower and got ready, and then I filmed videos on all of my channels. I filmed James Charles video on my Peter Monn channel. I did a Hostess cupcake and donuts review on my Peter Review Stuff channel, and then I did a meditation on my Peterisms channel, and then I was gonna film my Peter Likes Books video, but I was gonna do my November TBR, and I have videos uploading on my phone by the time that I realized that I needed my phone to talk about the audiobooks, and I was gonna go through there and pick a couple out. So I didn't end up doing that. And it was like getting really dark in our living room, and I didn't want to film that video and have like tons of shadows, so I just thought, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. But I'm in a great mood. I am going to vlog for a little bit, and then I'm going to go home, and I think I'm gonna do a live stream, and then after my live stream, I think I'm gonna go to the gym. Alex went out to dinner tonight with a girlfriend of his to a new restaurant that's opening here in town. He got a, like she had a +1, and I was supposed to go to my meeting with Tanya tonight, but she texted me like an hour before, and she said she was just gonna stay in because she got out of work late and she's gotta get ready for her trip. So we didn't go to the meeting tonight. So anyway, and that was about that. And then I just kind of hung out at home for a little bit, and I've been driving around listening to some dance music, talking on the phone, and I'm excited about going to the gym tonight. I'm so excited. I've done really well on, I'm just gonna call it my diet from now on. It's just easier for me. I've done really well on my diet today, except for my review channel video, but I had like half a cupcake and one donut on there for the review, so I'm not beating myself up about that. That was work. Anyway, yeah, so, but other than that, I've eaten really healthy. I'm actually gonna go to Fresh Time on the way home. I got today at Costco, I got this plant-based protein superfood powder, and I'm gonna get some almond milk and some fruit, and I'm gonna start making like smoothies in the morning when I get up for breakfast. And I think that will be good for me in the morning, and maybe some oatmeal too. Oh my God, listen. I went to Five Below today and I bought every Haribo candy that there possibly is out there. I bought literally like 20 of them, right? Because they were like $1 a package, and I spent like $21.25 there. And I didn't even, honestly, I did not even think about this. Somebody commented on my review video because I mentioned it on there, and they said they were just trying to hold me accountable because I was a vegetarian and that there was gelatin in the gummy candy, which I know because one of the only like gummy candies you can get that doesn't have gelatin in it is Swedish Fish. Why I always forget this, I don't know. I mean, I literally was standing there going through all these candies. I didn't even think anything about it. So now I'm like, okay, I have 20 bags of candy at home that I can't eat. And so I'm obviously not going to do the review of it now, but thank you to whoever, if you're watching my vlog, thank you for reminding me. I don't know why it is always the gelatin that I forget. That's one of the things I always forget. I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, that's been my day. It's been a great day. Alex came home, we hung out for a while, and talked and just caught up and all of that. And yeah, that's about it. I don't really... It's been a nice day. It's been a relaxing day. It's been I really, you know, like, I can't think of a day that I've missed. Now, I haven't been doing the face masks as much in the morning, but I can't think of a day that I've missed doing my positive affirmations and meditations and prayers in the morning. And that has just been, like, so good for me. And now it's weird because it's not just about me being peaceful and serene on a daily basis. Like, I forgot there was a fresh time here. I should go into this fresh time and get some milk while I'm here. This almond milk. I'm actually going to do that, so I don't have to go to the other one. Yeah, because I think it closes in like, well, does it close at 9 or does it close at 10? I don't know. But I'm going to go in here. There's nobody here. It's like me and one other person turning in here. But it isn't just about me being peaceful and serene anymore. It's also that, like, I've been really focusing my positive affirmations in the last, let's say, week or two on being really positive and happy all day long as well. And I've been really trying to read meditations that are really positive and uplifting, which is the meditations that I did on my channel today. Because I wanted to do some really, like, positive, uplifting ones, you know? Okay, I'm gonna run in here real quick and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It's getting kind of chilly outside. Well, 50 it says. You wanna see what I bought? Okay, I'll show you. First, I bought this Califia Farms almond milk, 40 calories, no sugar added. And then I actually got this thing. I had never seen it before. What is it? Is it not in here? Oh, here it is. This complete plant-based protein. 18 grams of protein, 150 calories. So I'm gonna try that. And then I got pineapple for my smoothie. Mangoes, my favorite fruit. And then I got bananas. They're still a little green, which is good, which means they can yellow out. I got 2 things of bananas. So that's for my breakfast smoothies. And we have, what do you call it? At home, we have some oatmeal at home. I'm gonna try this plant-based drink. Let's see what I think of it. It smells like all of those other protein drinks is what it smells like. Honestly, it smells milky. tastes like a Slim Fast shake. It's not bad. It's vanilla. Tastes like vanilla. Oh, it says vanilla bean. I didn't see that on here. So, yeah. Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it. Cheers. Okay. It is so hard for me to make like lifestyle changes like this. And so I have to get real excited about it. And like, oh, I'm gonna make a smoothie in the morning, or, you know, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym tonight and get real excited about it. That's why I was listening to music earlier, because I was like, I wanna listen to dance music, and then I'll be excited because I'll go to the gym and I'll listen to dance music while I'm working out. And you know what I mean? Like, I wanna make the process fun, or I won't wanna do it. And I've gotta start it. Like, I can't just, I mean, how many days have I put it off now? How many years have I put it off now, you know? Alex is being so supportive of me. So sweet. You guys were so nice in the comments about me getting out of the slump, and you guys were like, oh, so happy that you're back, you know. I don't know, you guys were just, you were so awesome to me. Thank you. I was reading through the comments earlier, and they just meant so much to me. And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. But like I was saying before I got on here, you know, it's like, or before I went to the grocery store, it's, like I've been really focusing lately on not just in the morning, like my intention for the day being about peace and serenity, which I have, because I think that's important as well, you know, to have peace and serenity in your day. But I've also been really focused on, my intention being that I'm positive and happy all day long, and not just my own attitude, but in my attitude, you know, towards others and the people that I interact with on a daily basis, and bringing joy to their lives. And that's what I want my life to be about, you know, is to be about that happiness and that joy. And I think that if I'm living out of that as well, and the people that I'm around are living out of that, you know, it's like we can't be joyous and happy 24 hours a day. I mean, stuff's gonna happen, right? But I think it's kind of like, you know, filling up your tank, so to speak, on positivity and happiness, and that the happier we are, I think, the better chance we have in overcoming the hard times. You know, I think, like, here's the thing, you know, like, have you ever woken up, like, day after day after day? Like, this has happened to me at several different periods in my life, you know? And, you know, you wake up day after day, and it's like, you just kind of feel like you're going through the ritual of life, and you're not really enjoying the process. You might enjoy something that you're looking forward to in the weekend, or you look forward to something else, but you're not really enjoying the day-to-day life. And it's really about, you know, being grateful for another day that I'm here, and really enjoying that day to the fullest. Even if it's just something simple like, you know, getting excited about going to the gym because I haven't been doing that in so long, or, you know, like buying some stuff for smoothies for breakfast, or hanging out with Tanya, or seeing my husband and hanging out with him, you know, whatever it is, or my dogs, or, you know, just, you know, I took the dogs out this morning, and then we came back upstairs because it was still early, and we went back to bed for another hour. Because that's what we do. And it was nice. Anyway, like, but when I was coming back to bed, Boo Radley had already settled in on Alex's pillow, and he was like laying there in he gets in a little circle, you know, like all real tight. And I looked over at him, and I was like, oh my God, and that just, it warms my heart. Like, it's just stuff like that, you know? And I think living in the moment really makes me realize that stuff, you know, taking the dogs out, seeing them run in the yard, or on a pee-pee, you know, having good health for the day, and stuff like that, you know. And it's like, all all of it, you know, and it's just like enjoying the whole day and taking everything, you know, moment by moment, and just really enjoying it and really appreciating it. This is actually pretty good, I'd say. I like it. I mean, it's like milky chalky. If you don't like that stuff, you're not gonna like it, but wash it out with a little water. You know, I remember a couple years ago, I talked about this on here, when I made an effort to be, you know, really positive going forward, because I had for so long seen the glass as half empty. And it was like such a conscious thing that I did, that I had to be really positive on a daily, like I worked really hard at being really positive on a daily basis, and it wasn't something that came naturally to me at that time, you know? And the thing is, I wasn't like horribly negative. It wasn't anything like, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it wasn't that. It was just like, oh, I don't want to do this, or oh, I don't want to do that. You know, it's like I always looked at things very cynically and very pessimistic, and it was all about looking at things, you know, from a different point of view. It's like, okay, so, you know, like when the holidays come up, and it's like so many people are like, oh God, I have to spend Thanksgiving with my family, right? Okay, so it was stuff like that. But instead, and Alex really helped me with this, because his attitude is so different, it was really about looking at things and being like, I get to spend the holidays with my family. So it was looking at the opposite, which, you know, in recovery, I've always been taught, in dealing with my character defects, whatever my character defect is, like patience, like lack of patience, and you do the opposite, right? Is that you practice patience. You put yourself in situations where you practice patience, which is like when I was like early in sobriety, you know, like my sponsor would have me do things like, you know, open the door, stand behind so many people at the gas station and things like that, because I'm learning patience through that, right? Okay, so it's the same thing in being happy and being positive on a daily basis. It's, you know, a lot about practicing the opposite of pessimism or being cynical. It's about being, you know, optimistic. It's about being hopeful and really training your mind to think that way, you know? So what I started doing was, if I had to go to something, it was like a family dinner, and I like, in my initial response, without even thinking about it, just because I think sometimes we often say things that maybe we don't even really feel, but it just is kind of like how the language that we talk, like, oh, I don't want to go to my family, you know what I mean? When maybe I really didn't have a feeling either way, or maybe I did really kind of want to go to the family dinner, but it's like, you know, you're sitting with people and they're complaining about their family, and you're going like, oh yeah, I know, I don't want to go with my family either. To where I would start changing that around, and what I would say is like, oh, I'm excited to go see my family for the holidays, or, you know, at least I get to see my family and things like that. So I think it's about changing your perspective. It's about changing your outlook. It's about changing how you talk about things. And I really had to change, you know, I really had to train myself to think that way. And I think for a while, let's say in the last month, I kind of fell back into that a little bit, and it was hard, you know? And so I think for the last week or two, I've really been trying hard to retrain myself again with thinking that positively, you know, thinking positively, thinking with a positive attitude, thinking positively, yeah. If that makes sense. That vape store is called Sir Vapes a lot. That's kind of funny. Oh, this Chinese restaurant over here, they have the best fried rice in the entire world. It is so good. I used to go in there and get combo fried rice, and I put a bunch of soy sauce on it. I don't know why. I'm not a big soy sauce person anymore, but I used to love it. And then I get a large Coke. So funny how, like, what you like in certain foods changes over time. Like, when I was a kid, I wasn't a fried rice fan. I always ate white rice. And my mom and I would always get moo goo gai pan. Like, that was the one thing I would eat. And I really, like, well, I mean, I'm a vegetarian now, so I wouldn't eat moo goo gai pan, but I haven't really liked it for a good 10 or 15 years. I like spicier food. I like, you know, most of the general, how you pronounce it, Sal's chicken or whatever. You know, I like the hot mustard sauce with, you know, egg rolls. And isn't that weird how your food changes over time of things you like? I do like that drink, but it leaves a really chalky aftertaste to it. I really, honestly cannot stomach any of those chocolate drinks like that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Can you? Like, I almost can't. Like, oh, it's too much. I used to drink the protein drinks a lot back in the day, like when I was running all the time. When I was running, this is, well, yeah, this is, okay, so when I was running, this was when I was about, it was right after I got diagnosed with epilepsy, and I was like 28, and this is what I would eat every day. I didn't typically eat breakfast, but if I did, it would just be like one package of something like oatmeal. And then for dinner, I would make, they used to have these 2 breasts of chicken that you could get, and it would come in a package, and I would make, and they were already like, you know, pre-grilled. I would put one in the microwave, and then I had a veggie and rice steamer. I would make steamed vegetables and rice, and I would have a peanut butter sandwich and a huge glass of milk and a water, and then I would go work out, and when I came back from working out, I would make a like protein smoothie, and that was what I ate every day. Every day, that was what I ate. I rarely ever went out to eat, and I was running probably, I was in such great shape. Doesn't sound like a lot of calories though, does it? Looking back on that. I'm somebody that does very well with structure, and a self-created structure even. And so, like, recently I've been, you know, trying just to kind of like float down the river of life like I talk, and that's sometimes hard for me, you know, like when I get into just doing structure, having a structure of things like get up, do this, do that, whatever, like I do very well with that. I think that's how I wrote my book very quickly, because I just had a structure to it of when I would start and I'd stop, and how many pages a day I was going to write, and I went off my outline, and it organically grew from that. But anything in my life, like I've been like that, you know, that structure works really well for me. I think, like, you know, at times, and even though I suggest to people just to kind of be spontaneous and go with the moment, if you're somebody that feels like you don't ever get anything accomplished, like you just struggle all the time on getting anything done, one of the things I would recommend to you is to really start making a list on a daily basis. And then eventually what you can do is work yourself out of this, like I'm doing right now. I'm trying not to make as many lists, or not have, because I like to live off my lists, and sometimes I don't think that's always healthy for me. But if you like make a list and put fun things on there too. Like I always used to put coffee and do the crossword and things like that on my list, because I didn't want it to all be like, oh, this chore and that chore, you know? I think it's important to have fun things on there too, like, oh, dinner with my husband tonight, or, you know, any things like that. But lists can help you provide some structure throughout your day. And the other thing is, don't beat yourself up if you don't get everything done on your list. Like one of the things I always used to do is, when I would make a list, at the end of the day, I would go through it. Like today, I like made a list of the videos that I wanted to make, and I didn't have my booktube video done, and I crossed all the other ones off. And so like for my list for tomorrow, I already have it on there, what I want to do. So you just add it to the next day, and you don't beat yourself up over it. You're just like, okay, this is, you know, what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I kind of feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. I don't know why. Probably from this chalky protein drink. Plant Fusion is the brand. Gluten-free, no dairy, no rice, no soy, no animal, hypoallergenic. I mean, I wouldn't want a constant diet of them or anything. Oh. I'm excited to go to the gym just to get my feet wet, so to speak, at the gym. I'm kind of nervous about it too. Because like I'm real hopeful about it, and I'm like, well, what if I get there and I just can't, like I don't feel like I can do anything. I mean, I'm heavy, you guys, like I'm way overweight. Like Alex was like, what's your goal weight? And I said, I don't know, 175, 180. And so he was like 60 pounds, 50, 60 pounds. I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, that's a realistic goal. And I'm like, it sounds like such a huge goal to me. The last time that I lost a major amount of weight was when my ex and I broke up, and I was working out every day, and I was a vegetarian at that time, and I was eating like healthier than I am now. Like I would go to Whole Foods every day, and I would go to their deli department and just get stuff from there. I mean, it wasn't super healthy, but it was healthier than most of the shit that I've eaten for the last 2 years, you know, or last year. And, but I was working out every day, and I got from like, let's see, when I started, I was probably 250 plus, and I got down to like 187, 186. And felt great. And it was crazy because people would be like, oh my God, how much weight have you lost? Like they'd see me and they'd be like, it isn't just that. It's like, you look so like happy, and just like, you know, your skin looks good, and you know, you just seem so rested all the time. And I did, I felt so fantastic, you know? And that's where I want to get back to. It isn't just about the losing the weight. Like I want to like feel good on a daily basis. I don't want to feel tired. I don't want to feel out of breath. You know, I want to feel good every day. It's this place. Is this a Japanese restaurant? It's called something OEC Japanese Express. I've never seen this over here. What is it? Oh, it is. Look at that. The Japanese restaurant. Oh, how fun. I have to check that out sometime. But you know, like that's what I want to get back to, where I feel good and I'm eating healthy, and I don't know, working out and excited by all of it, you know. Don't get me wrong, I hope to fit back in all my clothes and things like that. And the new clothes I'll be buying if I do. Because I think that's part of it. I think that's part of celebrating your new body and enjoying your new body, is doing things and, you know, going out and dancing and wearing clothes that you know, haven't been able to wear and stuff. Like my husband, he always wears such cute clothes, and it's hard because, like, you know, he'll buy an outfit for like New Year's. Like, okay, this is a good example. Last year for New Year's, I don't even remember what I wore for New Year's last year, but he bought these like red shiny pants. They were like from Macy's or something, but they were, he's actually texting me right now. They were adorable, these red shiny pants. And he wore them, I can't remember with what, but I think like a black jacket or a black button-down collared shirt, and they kind of like were like not mid-calf, they were like mid-ankle, and I always like see him in these adorable clothes, and I'm like, God, I wish I could dress like that, you know. And I used to dress like that, and I used to dress so cute, and you know, people would always be like, oh my God, you have the greatest style, and you know, you always look so nice, and you know, you always dress so much fun. And it's like, one thing I rarely ever talk about it on here, you know, because it's something that's so far removed from me anymore, is that I love clothes. I love fashion. I always have. I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was in high school, you know, and it's like I'm so far removed from being able to even buy cute clothes, even up in Target, because it doesn't look good on me. It just doesn't. And then I get, you know, real down on myself, and it's just, you know, I'm sure there are many of you out there that struggle with that. It's like over time it just turns into, well, you start wearing what's comfortable, because, you know, to wear something that's not comfortable, like if I go out to something, I am comfort over looks any day these days, because when you're heavier, it's just, you know, if you're in something uncomfortable, you don't enjoy what you're going to. And at some point you figure that out, you know, and you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'd rather be comfortable and enjoy what I'm going to than be uncomfortable. And, you know, there really aren't, like for women, I would say, I feel like in the last 10 years, fashion has really, I don't know, but a lot of you women might disagree with me on this, so please tell me if you do, but I feel like for women, fashion for bigger sizes, for people that are plus size, I feel like has improved. I feel like a lot of department stores have, you know, plus size sections and things like that. But for men, it really sucks. Like, there just aren't that many fashionable options, you know? And maybe the same is true of women. I don't know, you know? I just know that friends of mine that are plus size, they still seem to have real cute clothes sometimes, and I just don't have that, you know? And a lot of places that I go to, it's like they won't go up a certain size, or they'll have like a certain size of a shirt or whatever, like a 2XL shirt, but it'll fit like a large, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna stop, hold on a second. But it'll fit like a large, and then I'm like, well, this isn't comfortable, I'm not getting this. Recently, on that ASOS website that I really like, I noticed that when I was looking at, I don't know, this was before I went to Las Vegas because I bought shoes from there, but I noticed on there that they had like a plus size section for men, and the clothes they have on there are cute. I was really impressed, you know? But still, I'm like looking at the clothes and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, don't we all want the magic outfit? The magic outfit that's plus sized and comfortable, that doesn't make us look plus sized. I mean, that's the magic outfit, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at these outfits and I'm like, yeah, but I'm still gonna look fat in them. I'm still gonna look heavy in these outfits, you know? And so I don't wanna buy an outfit. I don't know, it's just like, do you know what I mean? And it's really, it gets kind of, it just is hard. It's disappointing, you know? I don't know, if you're overweight, I'm sure you totally relate to what I'm saying. It's like, I remember this friend of mine back in the day, she and I used to work together, and she loved clothes too, and she would say this, and she'd say, you think every designer thinks that big girls have short arms and short legs, and she was taller. She was like 5'11" or something, 6, I was gonna say 5'12", 6 foot, 5'11". She was tall, and I'd say, well, what do you mean? And she'd say, like, literally every outfit I buy, it comes to here on my arms, and it comes real high on my legs. She's like, they don't think the whole body through when they're making clothes for plus size people, and it's the truth, they don't, you know? And who wants to get every bit of their clothes altered every time they buy something? I don't know. It's something that I took for granted when I, you know, was a 32 waist and I could just go into any store and 30, well, I can't remember the last time I was a 30 waist, but 32 waist, you know, and I could go in and just buy a pair of jeans and they'd fit me out of the store looking perfect, and I wear them out that night. I cannot remember the last time that I didn't have to cuff them up 500 times, or a shirt that was too tight on my gut, and so I'd have to go with a size larger, and then it looked too big, and then it hung down too long. You know, it's just real, it just gets real depressing. It's like, who wants this? And so then you just, well, I'm going with comfort, you know? Which I think at some point looks like you underdress to everything. Well, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get into comfortable clothes again. Thank you. I know some of you out there said, bless you. I need to pull in here and see what my husband is texting me. He was texting me earlier about how great the place was and that we should go there on a date. It's like a Mexican restaurant, I think. McDonald's has this huge construction thing. A fresh new look coming soon. Drive-thru is open. It doesn't look like it is. Okay. So what are you doing? Walking. Logging for your love. This one gym that Tanya wanted me to work out at, because she works out there, she's like, there's never anybody in there. I said, every time I drive by, I always see 50 people on all the machines. And true story, right now, I bet you there's, at 9:15, I bet there's 30 plus cars in the parking lot. Yeah, Tanya Jean, that's not true. I wish I could get to the point where I know that when I go to the gym, nobody is looking at me, okay? Nobody cares. I understand that, right? And no, everybody's just on their own thing, but still, I still have that feeling in my head, you know, that I'm real, like, self-conscious of how are you guys like that? I'm real self-conscious of, I don't know how I look or whatever. My mom used to walk every day. She'd walk forever. She could walk for like an hour and 2 hours and whatever. And when it was cold, I've told these on here, I think, before, she would go to the mall and she would walk. She was a mall walker. She had like girlfriends that she met at the mall that were mall walkers with her. I was like, well, she would talk about these people. I'd say, how do you know her? And she'd say, oh, from the mall. We walked the mall together. We met at the mall. I talked about this, I think, on my census thing, because my mom would love to take these like research census study things. I don't know what they were, but she'd take them in the mall and like they would walk with her and ask her the questions. Can you even imagine? That's my mom's life. My uncle would walk with her sometimes. I think now, like, at the time I thought it sounded so corny, but I think walking in the mall when there's not really a lot of people there wouldn't be that bad. You get to walk around, look at all the stores, and so she'd go like really early in the morning, like right when they open. I mean, not early, but like 10 or 9 or whenever the mall opens. I don't even know. I can tell you one thing, I'm not at the mall that early. No, ma'am, I have nothing to get that is that important to be at the mall at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. It still cracks me up, like when I go to the mall to get something, like I'll run inside and just randomly there'll be people there like eating a pretzel, you know, or having an orange Julius, and I'm like, people still hang out at the mall. Like it cracks, oh, I just broke the cap off my water bottle. It cracks me up. I've never loved the mall that much. My girlfriends in high school, they loved the mall. They pull my ass in there. We go to the merry-go-round, or you know what the merry-go-round is? It's where you got your parachute pants. The merry-go-round had the leather jacket. Wilson's leather. Do you remember that? And everybody would have to get their leather jacket with the fringe on it. All my girlfriends. We go in Spencer Gifts, and they'd buy their music posters they had in the back. You go through those things. You know what I'm talking about? They still have those. They'd have them all in a thing, like a, you know, and you go through them and you'd pick your band poster that you wanted for your wall. Well, I mean, I didn't, but all my girlfriends said. There are so many houses that have their Christmas decorations up already. Tanya got in the car the other day and I had Christmas music playing, because it's playing on like 2 Sirius radio stations. Like one is 70, I know, because I listened to it. And Tanya got in the car and the music was playing, God rest ye merry gentlemen. And she goes, goodbye. And she closed the door. I go, Tanya, I'll turn the music off. She goes, it is way too early. She's like, for any kind of Christmas music. She goes, it makes me sad. I go, why does it make you sad? She goes, it just does. Christmas makes me sad sometimes. I said, well, don't be sad. Let's be happy for Christmas. Oh. I've already started the Christmas music, and I'll be listening to it now forever. I'll be listening to it for the next 2 months. 8 weeks of Christmas. I can't wait. It's the 8 weeks of Christmas. My husband's calling me, so let me call you right, or let me call you right back. All right. Can you talk now? He was just telling me about the restaurant that he went to, and he is on his way home now. 9:20. So we're gonna hang out at home a little bit. I think I'm actually not gonna do a live stream tonight. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow night instead. Because he'll probably hang out with his girlfriend tomorrow night, and then he and I can hang out tonight for a little while before I go to the gym. Somebody asked on the vlog, they said when I was going to Meijer with Tanya, they said, why doesn't your partner go with you? Well, first of all, he's my husband. Second of all, I don't think you could drag Alex or Tanya's husband, Eric, to the Meijer with us if you paid him $100. True story. Alex has no desire to go to the Meijer or the Walmart, none whatsoever. That's why I go with Tanya and I do her grocery shopping with her, and I carry in all of her groceries for her, because Eric, her husband, doesn't want to go either. So that's why we go and do it together, because it's something that we both enjoy, you know? I could go to the Meijer right now, but I don't need to. That's the Rear Window song again. I don't know why I can't get that out of my head. I love that movie. Oh, I never watched To Kill a Mockingbird this Halloween. I usually watch it every fall, and I didn't. Well, I guess it's still fall, but I didn't watch it. Now it's time for Christmas. I didn't watch it for Halloween. Do you guys ever like live through other people's like Instagrams or their videos and stuff like that? So there's a YouTuber that I've actually talked about on here before, and I think I talked about him, I don't know, on a couple of different my channels, but his name's Danny, Woofy Socks, and I follow him on Instagram, and he and his boyfriend, I think they must be back by now, but I literally have been following them if they've gone like out west, and I think they were at the Grand Canyon and places like that. Anyway, I was like looking through all their pictures, and I was like, I want to go on vacation. I'm ready to go on vacation. And do you ever do that? Just, I could literally sit on Instagram for 2 hours straight on that whole search option, just where they show you like, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. You know what I'm talking about, where they, suggested or whatever it's called. And then I find somebody that I don't even know, and I start looking at their pictures, and I'm like, oh, they kind of remind me of this person. And I'm like looking at all their pictures. It's just, Instagram's like the new Facebook. But we don't need to know everybody's opinions. You know, that's what I kind of like about Instagram, because you don't need to know everybody's opinions today. Facebook is all about opinions. I'm sure if I was going to get on Facebook right now, there would be so many political election opinions on there from all of my friends that want to let me know exactly what they think about everything in the world. I think it's great that you guys, some of you out there and some of my friends have opinions. Maybe we need to sometimes keep our opinions to ourselves. Or share them. I mean, we've all got an opinion. Opinion's like an asshole, right? There is a Zaxby's opening here, and I have never been to Zaxby's. I cannot tell you how many people have told me that I need to go to Zaxby's. Do you have a Zaxby's where you live? I've never been. I've been to Atlanta twice and never went, and that was like one of my goals both times I went there. But I fell short of that goal because I didn't go. But now there's a Zaxby's here. But I drove by and I didn't see what the address was. It's not right there. It's a billboard that says Zaxby's. I hear you knocking, but you can't. But the billboard's there, but that's... the billboard's there, but the Zaxby's isn't there. I don't know where the Zaxby's is. The Zaxby's should be right here, don't you think? I think they should put it right here. That Pizza Hut that is over there, it always looks like it is abandoned. It always looks... Does nobody go to Pizza Hut anymore? I love Pizza Hut. Am I the only one that likes Pizza Hut? Oh, and Panda Express. I so love Panda Express. God, why am I always talking about food on here? Because I love food so much. Well, I finished this. This was pretty delicious. The Halloween store's closed for another year. Do you ever wonder why they don't have Christmas stores? They have firework 4th of July stores, those pop-up shops that go up. They've got Halloween ones, but they don't have Christmas ones. They should have Christmas ones, don't you think? That have a bunch of Christmas trees in them, and Christmas garland, and what's a Christmas costume, I guess? I don't know. Santa Claus costumes, and... Did I talk about that on here where they do the bar crawl? The night of 100,000 or whatever Santa Claus is. That is such a fun night to go out and see all those people in town. It's so hilarious. And, but why don't they have Christmas pop-up shops? Makes you kind of wonder, doesn't it? Tanya really wants to see the new Grinch movie, and I didn't even know till last night when we were talking about it, there was a new Grinch movie. I was like, is Jim Carrey in it? She goes, it's a cartoon. I go, oh, it's a cartoon? She goes, yeah, it's like the original Grinch, but it's a part 2 or something. I go, part 2? What's part 2? They're friends now. They all get along. All kids shows end that way. It's like the Bumble and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Everybody loves them now because, you know, Bumble's bounds. And then look what they can do. The one thing, they can put the star on top of a Christmas tree. Who wouldn't want a friend like that? I'd like a friend that would just decorate my whole Christmas tree and carry it up from the basement and put it up and everything for me. That'd be a real good friend. Do Bumbles do that? All those Christmas cartoons, they always end like that. My favorite movie of life, Christmas movie, well, I love Season of Miracles. It ends happy too, but I'm dreaming of a Smoky Mountain Christmas with Dolly Parton, Queen Dolly Parton. That movie ends, that ends real happy. John Ritter's actually in that. He plays a judge at the end of the movie. He says this funny thing and all the kids start laughing. I can't remember what it is. He's like, can you sit? Can you show us all that you can sit? It's real funny. I don't know why I remember that one line, but I do. And then Dolly Parton and this girl, the one girl, or there's 2 girls actually, but the older girl, she takes this curtain, or it's not a curtain, a blanket. She hangs this blanket up so that this girl feels like she has her own room. It's real sweet, right? And then she's like, and she goes, I remember when Mama, or Papa, or whoever, Mama probably, I remember when Mama hung me my first room. And then they hang this blanket up. Have you guys seen this movie? It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, it's the cutest cottage in the cutest cabin cottage in the entire world. Okay, everybody wants to stay there except for one thing. Her friend, they're cooking squirrel stew, and she goes in, she goes, and she thinks her friend has set up the house for her, and her friend's name is Mary Lou, and she goes, oh, squirrel stew, Mary Lou, you think of everything. She didn't think everything because it wasn't even her cabin. Dolly Parton was at she was at the right cabin, but the kids were living there. The kids that were supposed to be in foster care, but they're not in foster care because they don't run away. Now they're living in Mary Lou's cabin in the woods, right? Who thinks of this stuff? This is fantastic television right here. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so they hang this room, and Dolly Parton goes, after she hang the room, she goes, we're almost professionals. I love that so much. Okay, I had to pull in the gas station here to see what my husband's texting me. Okay. He forgot to get chicken for the dog, so he's running back out. But they've already eaten today, so I don't I could have waited for tomorrow. Oh, he's got to make it. So Alex pre-makes all the food now and puts it in the refrigerator, and then I heat it up and I feed him. Yep. That's what you do when you're a family. I'm trying to think if I want to just like end the vlog now, or if I want to go home and hang out with him for a while and then go to the gym, and then I'll vlog myself going to the gym and leaving the gym, and then see, that'll hold me accountable because then I'll have to go to the gym later, right? That's what I think I'm gonna do. You guys are so helpful to me because see, you're holding me accountable to get my ass to the gym. I'm excited about this. People were like, vlog from the treadmill. I'll be listening to dance music on the treadmill. All right, well listen, I'm gonna get off here and because I am 2 minutes from home, and I will creaky Halloween door, and I will be back later when I am going to the gym, and I'm getting so excited. Bye. Okay. It's happening. I'm on my way to the gym. I have my gym bag right here. I have my, I'll show you what I have in it. I have my water bottle. I know you guys are like, Peter, we don't care. But I'm excited about it. And I have a towel, and then I have my earbuds in here. So I can listen to my dance music. Alex was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of myself. I can't believe, I mean, I know it's just one day. I'm not, you know, I know I'm not running any marathon, but for me, the first couple times of getting back into the gym are so hard. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous too. I'm like, well, what if there's like 20 people there? Then I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go in and be confident about it. And then I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna start getting comfortable at this new place. So then it feels like that's how I've always felt before when I went to like smaller gyms, you know. One of my favorite gyms I ever worked out in, ever, was my apartment gym. And it had like two treadmills, a Stairmaster machine, like two Stairmaster machines, 2 bikes, and then it had one big machine in the middle, and then it had free weights. And it literally was like my favorite gym that I ever worked out in. I was in the best shape working out at that small little apartment gym. I was in better shape there than I've ever been in my entire life. And, you know, in the summer and the fall and the spring, I would run outside, and then in the winter, I would run on the treadmill. And I can remember going in there and just like putting on a movie and just, you know, going at it and just running, and like, I think I would really like to get back to that, to being able to run, you know, several miles a day and enjoy that, because I really enjoyed running when I was running. So I think that's going to be one of my goals that I talk to this personal trainer about when I meet with him next week, which of course I'm totally nervous about that as well. It was funny because Alex said, he was like, you know, you really should do like the free, before I even got to tell him, he was like, you really should do, here I have my new champion shirt on, do you see? He was like, you really should do the free personal training session with they always offer. And I was like, I already signed up for it. He was like, did you really? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you always say no when we sign up for a gym, because he always like does, like if you get like the free one, he'll do like a free one, and then he'll do like 3 or 4 after that to kind of like follow up. And he's like, and I always say no. And he's like, you always say no when we sign up for a gym. I said, I know. I said, but this time I'm going for it. Like, I want to get in shape. I want to be healthy. You know, he was like, wow, he goes, I'm impressed. So I'm excited about that, but I'm nervous too. I have this like other stuff that I had bought I don't know, it was still good. It was still good till like 2020 because I looked on the expiration date. But it was like this plant-based superfood, vegan, gluten-free. I don't have issues with gluten, but gluten-free, all this kind of stuff. Superfood. And it was like you drink like 1 scoop of it a day with water or juice or whatever. So I mixed it up with water and I drank that tonight. And we hung out for a while and talked about our day, and he told me all about the restaurant, which he had already told me, but he was real excited about it. So we had a good night, and now he is watching Grey's Anatomy. And I am on my way to La Gym. I think I want to go this way. It's which way I want to go. I want to turn here. This is how I went today. It's a little easier. Bum 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 bum. Because I listen to so many audiobooks, this is going to sound corny, but because I listen to so many audiobooks, like today was like one of the first days I've just like driven around. Well, a couple days ago I was driving around listening to music too, but I don't very often just listen to music anymore in my car. I either listen to just, I have silence, like silence playing. No, I just turn everything off and just kind of think to myself. Or I play an audiobook. I've been playing some Christmas music too. Oh, I talked about that earlier with Tanya, but I was kind of excited tonight. I was like, I gotta go and listen to my SoundCloud dance music, you know? So I'm excited about that. Somebody recommended to me for migraines to put Vicks VapoRub on my temples, which I thought was interesting. I might try that. But I don't want to smell like that Vicks VapoRub is part of the problem. Somebody else recommended to me the Excedrin migraine. I can't take it because it has aspirin in it, and aspirin interacts with my Depakote for my epilepsy. So I can't take anything that has aspirin in it. When I was like super healthy, I didn't have my migraines, like they weren't on the level that I've had them since I don't eat healthy. And so I have to just believe that, you know, eating has so much to do also with your overall health. And I remember like when I watched that Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead about the juicing, one of the women in there, she had like severe migraines. This was one of the reasons why I started it. She had severe migraines, and so she started doing it and said that her migraines started going away within like a day or two or something. I remember on the show. She also said that the juice was disgusting, I think, if I remember it right. That juice is disgusting. It's not very good. Everything after a while tastes like a Bloody Mary because there's like ginger root and everything. It's real spicy. I don't know why it reminded me of a Bloody Mary since I haven't had one in 20 some years, but I like the Bloody Mary juice. Sometimes I'll drink that, you know. Tanya and I, we went somewhere, I think it was when we went to Tennessee, and we got like the spicy tomato juice for Bloody Marys and drank it. Why am I so nervous about going into a gym for the first time? I don't know. I wonder if this is like, it's late, it's like 10:50. I'm wondering if this is like a heavy time for people working out at the gym. I can't imagine what it is. It's not like potholes. Indiana is the world of the potholes. Then I have to go to the post office afterwards to mail something that I forgot I had to mail. I can't see if there's a lot of people there or not. There's like one car in front of there. 2 cars. All right, well listen, I'm gonna get off here, go work out, and I will be back in just a little while. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I worked out for an hour, and my hair, what's going on over there? need to wear my hat to the gym. I did 40 minutes on the stair stepper. It did like 28 minutes, and then it was like a 28-minute cycle. I don't know, and then it stopped. And then I did it for another 12 minutes, and felt so good. And then I, in my phone, I made a list of all of I made a list of all the weightlifting machines. See? Can you see it? You can't see it. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I made a list of all of the lifting machines, and then I went through, so I'm going to make a chart, because back in the day, I had a, like when I was really working out hard, I had like a chart of where I would like do certain days, and, you know, like certain days are like leg days and other days and that. So I want to make a chart, and I want to know the machines, and so I can kind of chart my progress, as well as putting like the cardio on there, like the Stairmaster or the stair step or whatever people call it now, and the treadmill and stuff like that. So I did it. I'm so proud of myself, and I feel really good. And Alex was sending me little gifts, because I put up on Instagram on my story, and then I also put a picture, and so he was like, I'm so proud of you. He's proud of me for going to the gym, right? So anyway, what's the saying about one step and a million miles, or something like that, 1,000 miles? It was like, there was, when I left, there were 2 other people there, and then like one had left right before me, and another one had come. So there was like 2 other people there the whole time I was there. That wasn't bad, from 11 to 12 o'clock at night, you know? And now I'm gonna go to Meijer, and I'm gonna get some food. Not to eat tonight, but like, I wanna go through and get some things that I can eat over the next couple days. And y'all can save your lectures. I'm probably gonna get some pre-made meals, because it's easier for me. So I'm gonna go in there and find some vegetarian options that are like, you know, low fat and all that. I'm hungry right now after working out, and which is a problem, but not that big of a problem. I'm not eating, it's too late. The other thing I used to do back in the day is I never ate past 8 o'clock at night, and that always helped me. Alex is always like, drink a lot of water and that'll take away your cravings for food. I'm like, okay, that never works for me. It doesn't, you know? I am gonna allow myself to have one cheat day, and not like everything go cheat crazy on there, but like, I'm gonna make it on Sundays, because that's when we go to brunch, and then I'm also going to, like, you know, we go to the movies, and on Sundays usually, so. All of those of you out there that have encouraged me, I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I know there's some people that are very active, it probably is like, what's the big deal? Like, you know, but for me, it's like this huge thing, you know, and it's having a food addiction, and then being so, I mean, I was standing there looking at myself, and I was like, my gut is huge. Like, I was doing these abdominal exercises, and I was like, oh my God, like, I have got to get in shape. Like, it is time, you know? And, so yeah, I'm excited. I think this is the start of a very good thing for me. I'm really excited. So, and it's inspiring me and motivating me in other areas in my life as well, right? So it's like really inspiring me for, you know, like getting back on YouTube and being, I thought that was this parking space up there, and being all passionate about that. And I'm sure that'll bleed into me being, you know, passionate about writing again and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you all for the support. I'm gonna go in here. Do you guys wanna see what I got? I mean, you don't really care, do you? I'm not gonna do it tonight, because I don't know how long I'll be in there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. I'm feeling really good. I know it's totally cheesy, but I hashtagged my Instagram picture. Let me see what I tagged it. I hashtagged it, oh shoot, where did it go? Well, I put fitness, gym, and weight loss journey on day 1. Well, you gotta start somewhere. I put happy, hopeful, and grateful. Grapefruit, wouldn't that have been funny? So, anyway. So, go check out my Instagram, and yeah, you guys are seeming to really like my, my review video of the Hostess limited edition donuts. I had fun doing that. So, all right, you guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully at one point this week, I will clean this window. Getting in shape is more important to me right now. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.